understand that Sreesan Pharmaceuticals owner S. Ranganathan has now been arrested by Madhya Pradesh police in connection with the deadly cough syrup tragedy that has claimed the lives of at least 18 children across Madhya Pradesh. As you would remember, this owner was at large for months, for weeks now. Now, the deaths are linked to cold reef syrup, which was found to contain a toxic substance, DEG, leading to a kidney failure. This is the breaking input we're receiving for you. The owner of Sreesan Pharmaceuticals has now been arrested. A manhunt was on to nab him. He has now been arrested. Now, the investigation, which initially focused on the syrup's widespread distribution, pointed to the pharmaceutical company for allegedly manufacturing and supplying the contaminated batch. This arrest comes amid growing public outrage and concerns over the safety of unregulated pharmaceutical products, especially the cold reef syrup in the market. This is the latest input we're getting in for you. This man, the pharmaceutical owner, Sreesan's pharmaceutical owner, has now been arrested. He goes by the name S. Ranganathan. He's now been arrested by the Madhya Pradesh police in connection with the deadly cough syrup tragedy. We're also given to understand that he has been arrested in Tamil Nadu. And with that, I've seen in News 18's Purnima Murli joining us live on the broadcast. Purnima, very good morning to you. Now that this owner has been arrested, what does the line of questioning look like?
Well, Sreesan Pharmaceuticals is located in Kanchipuram, which is about 2.5 hours from Chennai. Sources say that the Madhya Pradesh team had arrived here 2 days back, and questioning began. Remember, a show cause notice was issued to Sreesan Pharmaceutical Company, and they were asked to reply within 5 days because one of the batches, batch 13, that was sent, that sample that was sent for testing did find 48% diethylene glycol. So that's something that the samples had, and therefore they issued show cause notice. The company since Saturday, that's been shut following these investigations and links to Sreesan Pharmaceutical Company. And the owner Rangarajan was grilled. Sources say that he's been arrested. He's been arrested by the Madhya Pradesh team, and he is likely to be taken to the Kanchipuram manufacturing unit, is what we are given to understand.
Right, Purnima, I also wish to understand what are the charges that this man, S. Ranganathan, is currently facing?
Well, more details on that, they are awaited, but prima facie, the factory that belongs to Sreesan Pharmaceutical Company, the samples that were tested, the Tamil Nadu government had indeed released a press statement, and it said that yes, the samples that have been tested from the Sreesan Pharmaceutical Company that also manufactures cold reef cough syrup, even those samples, they had 48% diethylene glycol, which is a reason why the company was issued show cause notice. That was one batch, which was batch 13, is what the government had said. And they also spoke about the illegal chemicals that were present within the manufacturing unit in Kanchipuram. These were some of the observations made after inspecting the factory, following which the Madhya Pradesh team had also arrived in Chennai on Tuesday night. Yesterday also they were likely to visit the Kanchipuram factory, but the team was here investigating the owner, Rangarajan, the visual on your screen, that's the owner. And now we are given to understand that he's been arrested. On what charges? We'll have to wait for further details on that.
All right, Purnima, do stay with us. We also have seen in News 18's Sharon Elizabeth joining us. Sharon, a very good morning to you. We're getting to understand that this owner, Sreesan Pharmaceuticals owner, S. Ranganathan, he has been arrested. Remember, there was a manhunt which was underway to nab him, and now he's been arrested. What is the latest you're picking up?
Well, of course, the latest is that Madhya Pradesh police that was stationed in Tamil Nadu, they have also, in fact, put in money on him. Around 20,000 was the reward price that was put against this particular owner of Sreesan Pharmaceutical, and now he has been arrested. It's a joint effort, of course, by Madhya Pradesh police as well as the Tamil Nadu police. But the fact of the matter here is that this particular company, Sreesan Pharmaceutical, has been running in business for almost a decade, for more than a decade, almost Ayusha for 14 years. So, was this particular company flouting the rules altogether for all these years? Because right now, what the health ministry sources have been suggesting is that there were over 380 such objections that was raised during the raid of this particular pharmaceutical company, Shreesan Kanji is Pharma in Kanjipuram. The QMS, the quality management, the good manufacturing management, all this was never followed in this company. Clearly, there was rules that was being flouted by Srisan Pharmaceutical. Of course, the blame is on Tamil Nadu FD at this point, is what the health ministry sources have been saying, that why no proper check was being done. It was only done after the death of these children. Remember, it was on the request of the Madhya Pradesh government that Tamil Nadu FDA went ahead and tested the sample of the cold rift, which is manufactured by Srisan Pharma. They found that ethylene glycol is beyond permissible limit. Ayusha, only 1%, less than 1% of industrial solvent can be present in cough syrup, but this particular company was manufacturing cough syrup which had almost 48% of industrial solvent present in the cough syrup, and that has led to the death of almost 19 children in Madhya Pradesh's Chhindwara. So now this man has been arrested. The owner of this recent pharma has been arrested. Of course, apart from that, the drug controller of Chhindwara, Madhya Pradesh, he is suspended. Apart from that, the doctor, Praveen Soni, who prescribed this particular medicine to children, has also been arrested. So this is the status. And this is, of course, a big win for the Madhya Pradesh police at this point. We have to, of course, see what are the charges that going to be slapped against.
Right. Sharon, Purnima, do stay with us. We also have CNN News 18's Imani joining us. Imani, very good morning to you. Now that Srishan Pharmaceutical owner has been arrested, I wish to understand a few things about this firm from you. First of all, of course, being the fact that, did this owner, did he falsify test data or operate without any valid clearances? What is it that we are learning about this firm owner?
Srishan Pharma, as we know that the name of this firm has been highlighted several times in the public health alerts that are issued by CDSCO every month. Now there is another confirmed news that is coming from WHO. WHO has told News 18 yesterday late evening that the Indian drug regulator has finally given confirmation to W as well about the contamination of DEG in the cough syrups. In the response sent to WHO, the Indian government has confirmed the presence of DEG in at least 3 cough syrups, and here I name them. The first is Srishan Pharma's cough syrup, and the other syrups, and I read from the WHO's response here, are 2 syrups that were manufactured by Gujarat's firm. The Indian government has also given a report on DEG contamination to WHO, which says that the DEG in these 3 samples ranged from 0.61% to 48.6%. 48.6% is the DEG contamination in Srishan Pharma's cough syrup, whereas the other 2 syrups had the contamination of around 0.61%, whereas the permissible limit, as we know, is just 0.1%. Also, in the email response to us, WHO has said that it is deeply concerned over the events that are happening in India. There are 3 main reasons that WHO has stated. The first reason is WHO believes that there is a risk of contaminated medicines entering into other countries as well via unregulated chains. While the Indian regulator CDSCO has told WHO that these products have not been exported to other countries so far, however, still WHO pointed out that there are chances that these syrups could end up into other countries via unregulated chains. The other point that WHO has raised is the unregulated use of DEG, diethylene glycol, in India-made, domestically made syrups. And the other point that WHO highlighted is the urgent need to adopt the best manufacturing practices so that these contaminated pharmaceutical ingredients are no more used. WHO has in fact said that it is saddened by the unfortunate deaths of several children in India, and it has expressed condolence for the families who have lost their kids.
All right, Himani, do stay with us. We also have CNN News 18's Purnima Murli. Purnima, coming back to you, I wish to understand, were any company employees also, or quality control staff detained or questioned apart from the owner, of course?
Well, we don't have much clarity on that. What we were given to understand is that ever since this company, this Sreshan Pharmacy, was under the radar, the Tamil Nadu government swung into action. The Tamil Nadu the drug control department had started inspecting, and then we came to know the details of this. The prima facie details was that this company was established in 1990. Even the manufacturing unit located in Kanchipuram is a very small unit, but there were bottles. There were cough syrup bottles lying around, and it was not clean. It was dirty. There were some illegal chemicals found. So these are some of the observations made, in fact, by the Tamil Nadu Drug Control Department. When the Kanchipuram Drug Control inspector had gone to visit the site, they realized that this manufacturing unit is flouting a lot of rules and regulations, and immediately they issued show cause notice. The company has since then been sealed, but there were at least 350 norms that the company had violated, is the report that has been submitted to the central government, as Shireen was pointing out. And ever since then, Rangarajan has been under the radar, and now the Madhya Pradesh team that arrived in Chennai on Tuesday night has arrested him. We are given to understand that he's likely to be taken to the Kanchipuram unit as well. More details are awaited, but ever since this news broke, it's only the owner who's been under the radar. And the factory owner who was spotted there in Kanchipuram. Apart from that, no other employees were found ever since the company came under the radar after the Koldrev syrup controversy.
All right, Purnima, thank you so much for all of your inputs. We also have Sharin and Himani. Sharin, coming to you, this is a grave health concern, and what I wish to understand from you, of course, is about the reforms. Now, what steps are being taken to recall this syrup from the market? Has any advisory been issued for doctors or pharmacists or the public in general?
Absolutely, Ayusha. Ever since this incident has taken place, we should see that there are, of course, a number of steps and advisories that has been released by the Health Ministry as well as the CDSCO in this entire issue. Let's first talk about the advisory that has come from the Health Ministry. The advisory specifically have been asking all the state and UTs to ensure that the children are not consuming cough syrups under the age of 2 years old. The first line of treatment in the pediatric population has to be hydration and rest. Unnecessarily antibiotics and cough syrups should be completely avoided is the advisory. Secondly, good special M, which is a good manufacturing practice. That is something that needs to be practiced in all the pharmaceutical companies, all the manufacturing unit. And if there is a non-compliance of that, then the license has to be cancelled is what the advisory that has been released by the CDSCO. And like you pointed out, last night itself, there is another directive that has come from the CDSCO, which has asked all the state and UTs that all the batches need to be tested. Not just random batches or just few batches. In all the state and UTs, when the quality check is happening, when the good manufacturing check is happening, then there needs to be a proper check in all the batches and not just few batches. Because this particular company, for example, has in fact been running for almost 14 years altogether. So was this just a case of few batches that went spurious in nature, or was contaminated with this industrial solvent, or were they actually bypassing or flouting this rule of the CDSCO for years altogether? So hence it becomes very important that all the batches are tested and not just few batches. So these are, of course, the directives and the step that has been taken and has been asked to all the state and UTs to ensure that this is strictly implemented in all the states and UTs in coming years.
All right, Sharon, do stay with us. We also have CNN News 18's Himani Chandna joining us. Himani, I wish for you to jump into the conversation to understand about this update we brought to our viewers this morning. IMA and FIMA, both of them, they have written to the Union Minister JP Nadda about how the doctors should not be scapegoated. What demands, Himani, have the medical unions made in their letter to the Union Health Minister?
The demand that has been made is simple, that how a doctor can be blamed for a contaminated syrup, which is correct. Now this has been proven that the cough syrups contained DEG, how can doctor be held responsible for a child consuming contaminated syrup? While yes, there is a problem in the medical culture that children below 4, according to American Association of Pediatrics, children below 4 and below 6 cannot be prescribed cough syrups. However, because of the medical culture and tradition, doctors generally have habit of prescribing cough syrup to kids even below these age benchmarks. While this is one of the reason that doctors can be held responsible, however, they cannot be charged with the murder charges. These are the simple demands that have been raised in those letters, that contamination is not the issue that has been triggered by doctors, and hence now this the confirmation to DEG even proves this cause much more. In the second case, the syrup was dexamethasone. This means that that particular API, that particular product cannot be prescribed to children because that product is not at all for pediatric use. In that case, doctors can be held responsible. However, arrest cannot be made for doctors, and this is the reason that IMA and other organizations have been writing to government for the right reasons.
All right, Himani, do stay with us. We also have Mugilan joining us. Mugilan, a very good morning to you. In a big breakthrough, the pharmaceutical firm owner, S. Ranganathan, he has now been arrested. What I wish to understand from you is, of course, the charges that he is facing right now, he and his firm.
Definitely, the search was on for last 2 days. We saw the Chennai police also searching for him at multiple places, particularly in the properties that are belonging to him. Now he has been arrested from his residence in Ashok Nagar. Is the information what we are getting from the police. Now he has been arrested and he will be taken to first he will be taken to the factory for further inquiry, and from there on he will be produced at the lower courts for transit warrant. Then he will be taken to Madhya Pradesh. Is the initial reports, police reports telling us, and this arrest has been made by the Madhya Pradesh police. Is the confirmation what we are getting from the district police. Also, we spoke with the Kanchipuram police SP. They also have confirmed that this arrest was done by the Madhya Pradesh police. So now, as of now, he has been arrested under 3 sections: 105, 276, and BNS 27A. So these are the 3 sections that he has been arrested by the Kanchipuram police as of now.
All right, Mugilan, Sherin and Himani, thank you so much for joining this morning and sharing all of your inputs. We now shift our focus to another story.